Hey, hi everybody. How you doing today? So, I know some things that are kind of occurring, and I wanted to run it by you all and see what you think about this. But when I hear about the Trump cuts to, major services for elderly and poor and disabled, like Meals on Wheels, that's the one being bandied around, right? So let's just talk about that. And then you see in the next feed on YouTube after Meals on Wheels being, replaced or defunded and all these millions of meals and elderly and poor and disabled people that counted on it, right? And then right next to it, you see in the feed, you know, uh, one of Trump's trips to Mar-a-Lago to golf cost more than the entire Meal on Wheels program. Well, I don't know. It just, inside me, I had that flashback to watching documentaries on the French Revolution. And it happened right about with things like this, where more and more people are having a harder time supporting themselves, eating. What do they say? The statistics are that 50% of adult children from 20 to 30 years old are still living with their parents. That's what's going on in this America. And now we have Trump, and don't we all wish that he was going to do something awesome to help the country, but it's not seeming that way at all. And when I see this happening and more people being able to afford less and less, that's what happened with the French Revolution, when the people broke, when they got hungry, when Louis the 16th and Antoinette and the whole court were hanging out, miles from Paris at Versailles, having the time of their life, like the 1%. They couldn't even understand what the normal person was going through. And that's really what's going on. Trump cannot possibly understand because he's never lived it. It's really hard to have compassion for something that you've never experienced. So besides the fact that personally I think he has a narcissistic disorder, he's never walked in a poor man's shoes. He didn't grow up in a blue collar town. And so he doesn't know how a little bit of money can make a difference in these people's lives. So anyway, when I'm seeing these videos line up next to each other, like people being taken food out of their mouths that they counted on, next to him going with this beautiful model wife to paradise to golf, and it costing us taxpayers, yes, us taxpayers, millions of dollars each time he golfs. I think $3 million each time he goes to golf. I think that's kind of insulting, since we were a country that, was formed on the basis that we shouldn't be overly taxed. And I think we're being overly taxed. Anyway, it's kind of a inflammatory subject to bring up on a Sunday, but I think we should talk about it. And are you noticing any things? Because a lot of times people will say, oh, everything's falling apart, you should, I don't know, get into gold and silver and get some off the grid stuff, which I've done before. But I look at this, I'm like, oh, there is a clash coming. There is a clash coming. There are too many poor people in America right now that are just barely making it. And if he starts cutting these programs and people start going hungry, that's when people start rising up, because they got nothing to lose. And their kids hungry, or you see these town hall meetings where these people are like, if you take us off of, I don't know, Medicare or whatever they were, or don't pay for their drugs, they're going to have family members that literally die. You're going to start seeing a revolution. That's my call on that, as I'm looking down the pipeline. Anyway, I'd love to know your comments, what you think. And, in the end, I kind of hope that with the rise of the American spirit, we can finally get down to the truth of, why our government is so corrupt, whether it's the deep state or the corporations. But obviously, something needs to change. And I hope it doesn't take so many people being hurt that they rise up for it to change. I hope somehow, united, we can all, pray send out good intention, and I don't know, maybe go run for office. I don't know. I'd love to hear your ideas, and that's it. Signing out on this beautiful Sunday. Everybody have a lovely, lovely day, and thanks for sharing your Sunday with me.